Guys, what is up? Pitmarthroa here. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. In the last part, we finished up the first temple of the game, which was Dragon Roost, and we also received Din's Pearl. And in this episode, before we start sailing, there is one other thing I want to do. This will be getting a heart piece in the future, in the very near future. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Now, if you recall, and I almost forgot about this, fortunately I remembered it right before I started recording, but if you recall, whenever we were sorting the mail, they said there was a new postman that was going to start, and he actually starts whenever you finish the first temple. Now, you're not going to get money from this, you're just going to get an item that you can get a heart piece with, but it'll be better explained later. So yeah, this is the new guy. So, he says, you're a legend. He'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sort. Now let's see how badly I can butcher this up. Whoa, I barely got it. Oh my gosh, 25 letters. Amazing, man. I'm so impressed. Seriously. I've got to tell my mom all back home all about this. So, yes, you can put this in the mailbox. You accepted a note to mom. It's so sad you could almost cry. Dude, all I did was sort 25 letters. That's... whatever. So, we need to put this in a mailbox, and we can actually do that near the edge of Dragon Roost Island. And you've probably already seen the mailbox because we passed it 2 or 3 times. So let's see if we can't find it, even though it's very obvious where it is. I mean, I guess you could miss it, but it's pretty obvious it's right here. So get near it. And I did not L-target, so it's not going to listen. So you check it. And apparently the post box in this game can talk. L-target it and pull out the letter. It eats it. The post box near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. So yes, you have to pay a little bit of postage, but hopefully you've got at least 5 freaking rupees. Because if you don't, that's pretty sad. And if not, you should be able to get 5 rupees fairly easily. In fact, if you jump in this water right here, you can actually find a few rupees fairly easily. So you should be able to find 5 just from doing that. Even if you don't have any, you should be able to get some really, really quickly. Alright, so let's head off to the next place. And as you recall, we already set the wind direction to south. So we can just go ahead and get started here. I need to get my sail out, though. Not the telescope, you dummy. Alright. Now, I'd probably be cutting out sailing in the future, but for right now, I'm not going to do it. Our destination, whenever I can... oh, cutscene. Forgot about this. It's almost an insult to call it sea chart, but... okay, so basically what this guy is he's a map fish. You'll find one on every square of the sea chart. And what they do is they fill in the sea chart and they give you whatever island, in this case, Dragon Roost. They also give you a little bit of tips about whatever island is there. Don't jump in the water. So now as you can see on the map, now Dragon Roost Island is filled in. So what I'm going to try to do is get all of these filled in. If you go out of this line right here that's directly to where we're going, which is this direction here, if you go to the east or west or north or whatever, the King Red Lines is going to stop you. So you can get... it won't let you explore, but you can get the map for here, 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 and here. So I'm going to see if I can't do that along the way. Now, the key to finding an actual matfish is actually not that hard. Whenever you get near the island, you can pretty much just dock on the island and look around in the water, and you'll probably find something jumping up and down. That's going to be the matfish. And since I don't have a very good knowledge, well, I used to, but I don't anymore, since I don't have a very good knowledge of where each island is for what. Okay, I know what this one is. This is Lava Island. I know this one. Let's see if we can't find the matfish. Yep, see him there? He's jumping up and down. I will admit, they can be hard to find sometimes. Now, the way to actually get a matfish to, you know, give you the map, that first one did it for free, but now you're going to have to give them bait in order to make them give you the map. All you have to do is get close and then throw the bait, and they'll eat it. And he will draw in the next place, which is, I've already said, is Fire Mountain. I thought it was Lava Mountain or Lava Isle or something like that, but that works too. Now, this isle will come in handy later on in the game, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. See, it says there's a great treasure hidden inside. Now, obviously we can't do anything about that yet. We will be able to later, but for now, we can't. Make sure I'm aimed in the right direction here. Alright, that's alright. Okay. And continue on. This is another thing. If you've played Brawl, you've probably seen these things before, and they've probably driven you mad on the pirate ship level. Basically, these are just areas where enemies can just shoot at you. Now, they won't always do that in this game. I know in Brawl that they always do that, but they're not necessarily going to do that here. Also, watch out for those seagulls over there. If you get near them or too close to them, you will trigger an event that you cannot do anything about, and you will end up getting sent back to the lava island. And let me make sure I'm going the right way. I'm going around it, but yeah. Okay. Now, there's only going to be one matfish per thing. There's not going to be two. As you can see, Lava Island kind of seemed to be off in the corner right there. It just is off in the corner. There's only one island per square, unless you count, you know, like Dragon Roost had all those little small islands around it, but it was still technically one island, Dragon Roost Island, so... But yeah, you can see how, whenever you actually have free roaming abilities, you can see how you could just spend hours out here. Now, off in the distance right there in the far left corner, you can kind of see the destination we're headed for. However, I want to go this way, because the island with the matfish on it is over here. And technically I was off to the right a little bit here anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. You'll notice that you will shift between at least one day and night cycle. That's not a big deal. It's not like in other games like Ocarina of Time where stuff is only triggered by night events at the sea. That doesn't really happen here. And I'll get to the actual island in a minute because there's something we want to get from there. But first, let's get the matfish. Yeah, just ignore that enemy that you saw there that's just trying to knock you off course. You can just run away from it. You can't really attack it right now. Because other than your sword, you don't really have anything attacking-wise. The grappling hook's not designed for attacking. So this is Eastern Triangle Island. There are 3 Triangle Islands. These will also come in handy later. Alright. And we're going to have to cruise back because I went a little bit far to get the matfish, but I do have the thing now, so... I'm gonna take a drink of water while it's cruising right here. You just have to hold R to cruise, and you will move slowly, but if the wind's not in your direction, you can still move, at least. Alright. That's close enough. Stop, get out. Alright, these little statues right here will come in handy later. I could have sworn there was a dude here. I guess not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different island. I'm probably thinking of Balm Island. I didn't mean to do that, game. Can we talk to these guys again? Okay, so they don't give you anything this time. I think you only have to visit them that one time. Alright. Facing straight down, let's get going. Those little whirlwinds right there that you see, they're not going to hurt you or anything like that. They just spin you in a different direction. So they're not really going to hurt you. They're just there to annoy you. Wrong button. Okay, so there's one more island before this. This must be Balm Island then. Like I said, I don't know my islands very well. And for the most part, like, I am going to be filling in all the squares, but I'm probably going to do it off screen, you know, like start from the top left and just work my way all the way down. So, and I'll do it off screen because you guys probably don't want to watch me filling in the map, and you guys know that all you have to do is find the map fish and throw bait. That's not really that difficult to learn. Once you know it, it's kind of like, duh. So I'll probably cut that out. I'll probably cut out sailing as well. Now, on whenever I cut on using Windows Movie Maker, unfortunately that means my videos go down to about... They can't play as long as they should. So what I'm saying is, the videos will be shorter if I cut, but they'll still be cut, so that is an advantage. And we have the mailbox wiggling, so that means that the mom has responded from that Ruto. We have one letter, and he spits it out. To my son superior, thank you very much for looking after him. This isn't much. And she gives you a piece of heart. I think that's plenty good. So you need to mail that, and then within a day cycle, you'll get a response back, and that will give you a piece of heart. Where is that dude? I'm pretty sure he's on this island. I think he is on this island. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I haven't played this game in forever. What's this? Hey! Dude, what was that for? Just pots. Ugh. I was actually looking for a ship that had another item in it that we could have used. We don't need it, but it would be nice to have it. I was going to say, what's that noise? I forgot day-night cycle. It must be day again. Or officially day. Oh, there you are. How did I miss that? This guy's name is Ho-Ho. Yes, literally. Not Ho-Oh, not the Pokemon. To think that over there, there'd be such a container. Now, wherever he's looking, you're going to want to go in that direction. And you can see right there, between that and that there's something we can do. And it's actually something I would definitely recommend picking up right now. I am going to get this map fish really quickly here. And always make sure to drop by Beetle's shop whenever you get the chance and pick up more bait. Now, bait's actually used for a lot more than you would think. It's more than just using the map fish here. You've seen me use it for the rats. Stuff like that, but it actually comes in handy in a lot of different areas. So yes, here we have Bomb Island, which obviously is shaped like a bomb. He talks about the ghost ship, which we're going to get into much later in the game. Which I know I've been saying that about a lot of stuff, but really right now, the primary focus inside the actual game story-wise is collecting the pearls, nothing else. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that item I mentioned. So just walk up into the submarine and then walk inside. Now there's never any people in here. It's always inhabited by nothing but monsters and rats, I suppose. Counter. Tripping it. Knocked him over the table. Pretty fierce. So once you kill all the enemies, you don't have to kill the rats, I don't think, just the actual enemies. Hey! And if you open this treasure chest, you get one of the best items in the entire game. Another bottle! And trust me, you'll be glad you have a second bottle, because there's something that makes you take up one bottle, right? Whenever we get to the next island. And so, I don't want that wasting up the only bottle that I have. Because I don't think I'll need a fairy for the next temple, but it's always nice to have a fairy, you know? Just because anybody that's played any Zelda game will tell you it's nice to have a fairy, even if you don't need it. And if not, you can always just ditch it. So let's continue on our merry way. Now, taking a closer look at these actual enemy areas, you'll notice that you can actually board them. There's a ladder right here, and you can actually board them. I'm not going to do that right now, because most of the time, you can defeat the enemies and get treasure, but it's usually just rupees or a joy pendant. I believe there's a few times where it's a piece of heart. Well, once where it's a piece of heart, I think. But that's not the one I'm thinking of, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. As there's nothing really important. So let's go ahead and get to our next destination. And yes, this is one island right here. No, not the name One Island, but this is altogether one island. That part over there is the same as the part on the left. How could you not see it? But yeah, this is the Forest Haven. This is where Dungeon 2 will be. It's not inside this gigantic tree, it's that thing on the right. It may appear this is but a great tree rising above the ocean's surface, and I just realized we're out of time. So, I will see you guys in the next video.